Hey there, welcome to Fundu Money, your 24 into 7 buddy for all your money matters. You're watching Daily Wrap at Fundu Money on Facebook Live, where we give you personal finance updates every day. What's happening basically in your world of personal finance. So let's get started with the stock markets. Stock markets went up and Nifty actually closed at a record high, 10,150 points. That's up 67.50 points. That's a record high. Sensex was up 32,423.76. These are all closing figures, up by 151.15 points. So mid cap stocks did well, and generally there was a lot of upward move everywhere. Now one of the reasons seems to be that on Friday US stocks did well. So that seems to have rubbed off. There's no fresh provocation from North Korea. That seems to be the only trigger when of markets doing badly. The other was, of course, these hurricanes, Harvey and Irma. So that's that. So that is something that happened. Markets actually went up. Now remember, one of the reasons that we continue to point out to you is that the markets keep inching up or going up is domestic institutional, especially mutual funds, are buying quite a bit. Now there's a data is out. Now 20,000 crores came into the market. Purchases happened in August, so you can get a good idea what's going on. I mean, whichever way things happen, there's lots of fresh money coming to buy stocks. So that's a very important factor that one needs to keep in mind. Apart from that, in terms of individual stocks, Cadila went up because of approvals, news about approvals. Punj Loyd shares also went up quite sharply on the news of getting an order. And apart from that, Bajaj Auto, HUL and L&T, they did well, and there were other stocks as well. On a day like this, many stocks do well. Going into international markets, Asian and European markets also went up. I mean, the rub-off has happened, so that is something that has happened. One can expect the American markets to US markets to also go up. Among the greater news is bigger news is some of the things that are happening in the next 2 days in terms of developments. But one important data that has come out is US industrial output actually went down last month because of the Hurricane Harvey. So that's number one. The other thing that's showing up in the is in the oil prices. These are all coming from the US, where the number of rigs available for pumping out oil, etc., that has gone down, and that is the reason why Brent futures, crude futures, closed at $55.91 today. So that it's basically that hurricane had impacted these rigs, so that has impacted. But coming back, a very important thing that's slated to happen is on Wednesday, when the Federal Reserve is going to take a call on whether to hike interest rates, and as many as in some of the surveys, as many as 50% say that it's going to go up. So that's partly because the inflation figure that the Federal Reserve wants in the US, that has gone up a little more than they had expected, and everything looks pretty okay in the sense that there's nothing really out of whack out there, and whole global markets, they are all waiting for that cue, what kind of a decision Fed takes, and you can expect that impact to happen in Indian markets as well. So from tomorrow and day after evening, when this announcement happens, you can expect this to be a larger factor which is playing around. This is right there in the picture. So that is number one. Number two is there's going to be a statement from Bank of England Governor Mike Carney today, and about their interest rates. So that is also a sideshow, but that's something you would want to check out. Apart from that, dollar in a week like this, in expectation of a rate hike, the dollar has strengthened, and it has, with respect to the yen, it's done as well as it had done in November. So it's really that far back, it's done as well It's gone at against the yen. It's gone at 111.42 yen to a dollar. So that indicates that dollar has sort of strengthened to in anticipation. So this whole Fed meeting is important that people are taking up in notice in the global markets. And you can expect some kind of an impact happening, because suddenly the whole equation, the whole calculus starts changing when the rates go up. So accordingly, the global fund managers will adjust to various changes. So that's that. That's pretty much the wrap we have for you today. Please keep following us on YouTube, Facebook, and other places. We have been putting up some podcasts on SoundCloud, and you can check them out on our website. That's www.fundomoney.com. Hope you are visiting. There's a lot of stuff waiting for you. And apart from that, follow us on Instagram, and of course you're there on Facebook. You can take a look at it. And this video, incidentally, as we always do, will be there right there on other social media platforms, including YouTube, where most of our videos are there. We have put up some new videos over the weekend. Please check them out and tell us what you feel. So tomorrow we'll try to catch up with some updates, failing which we'll be back a day after. We'll try to figure out if there's something significant to convey to you tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll be there day after, when we do think there's going to be a lot to report. So hope you had a terrific weekend, and hope to catch you during the next edition of Daily Wrap at Fundomoney on Facebook Live. Take care.